What's up, people? Here's a boring video with me going through the process of changing my oil. So I got everything I need right here. You're probably not going to be able to see my face, but you'll see me working and stuff. So you should get a nice, decent view of, well, see what's going on, a little bit anyway. So got the oil filter. Got my oil. I buy it in bulk. These are 5-gallon pails. So this isn't in any particular order. So I just come off the road. The oil's still hot, so it should be draining down into the oil pan. So I have a quick release down there. And I'm going to empty the oil out into the bucket. And the bucket, once the bucket gets full, I'm going to go dump it and then come back and then finish the rest of the way. There's a quick release on my oil pan, so I don't need a wrench. It's just a little tab that you push back and slide over. And I have a piece of cardboard down here, so it will minimize the splash and stuff. And when you're done with the cardboard, you just throw it in the trash. Be right back. All right, round number 2. This engine holds 10 gallons of oil, so it's probably about 9 gallons in here. What kind of engine is it, brother man? It is a 1990 Caterpillar. The model number is 3406B, which has no electronics on it. Has a mechanical fuel pump, so old school motor. Depending on who you talk to, the only motor that there is Caterpillar. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, and I also took the drain plug, the cap off, the top where you put the oil in, the oil fill cap, so that way air will get in there and so it freely come out. All right, be right back. Now you may be saying, well, how clean is that quick, the quick release for the oil pan? This is how dirty my hands are. You see that? So I was watching when Casanova used to be on YouTube, and he would change parts in the parking lot, the truck stop, wherever he's at. And he told me many times he changed oil in the truck stop parking lot. I said, well, what'd you do with the oil? He said, I just had extra containers with me. So I got extra containers with me. I mean, I can do this on the road if I wanted to. I don't want to, but I'm just saying I have extra containers with me. I can do it on the road, but I just pull off the road and come back to the yard and do it here. All right, that's just about done. So I'm gonna take the oil filter off. Now, this is where the hands get dirty. And I already know I need to get the proper size for the oil filter. I already know. No need to say it. I know what you're thinking. That's hot. Let me grab some gloves. pan under the oil filter, catch the oil that comes out. All right, I gotta make multiple trips with this. All right, let me go put this in there, and I'll go get these other 2 buckets. That's just about done. All right, well, that's filling out, or emptying out. Have my oil filter here. Want to put some oil in there and screw it back up in there. So in the beginning of the video, since I had the 5-gallon pail, I have the smaller containers. So in order to fill up the oil filter, I used the funnel, transferred the bulk oil into the smaller container so I could fill up the oil filter without it falling all over the place. Just trying to do this so you can see that I'm not BSing. It's not full, but it's good enough. Then you take finger, go around the seal, so it gets a good seal when you go put it back on there. Now this is the fun part. It's hot. Turbo is right above my head. The heat still coming off the exhaust. All right, that's the one there. Now you don't need an impact gun to put these things on there. Just get it tight, as hard as you can, hand tight, and that's it. Because it'll be easier to get off when it's time to change it. Take it off again. Change your oil next time. That's it. All right, that's about it. Close that up. Here's the oil that came out the filter. I don't know if you can see that. I'll dump that in there. Set this aside. I'm gonna go dump this. Now, what I was doing was, you didn't see me, but in the oil that came out of the engine, as I was walking down to the recycle container, I was actually looking in it to make sure there's no big metal flakes or anything unusual that should not be in there. All right, so that's closed up. Oil filter's on. So now it's time to put oil into the engine. Got a funnel. I gotta fill up some containers. So the oil that I use in this truck is Shell Rotella T4 1540. I don't use synthetic, I just use conventional. I've heard, I haven't verified this, that synthetic doesn't work well in these in the older engines like this, because I guess it's too fine or something like that, and it leaks through the seals. So I just use conventional, never had a problem. When you have a cash truck, old truck, an expensive truck, This is stuff you do to save money. Simple things like this. Oil filter cost me $31. I bought the pails of oil at Tractor Supply because Walmart was out, but Tractor Supply had them at a good price. I think I paid, I don't want to lie, I don't remember how much I paid for the 10 gallons of oil. I don't remember, and I don't want to lie, but it was reasonable. It was, the price was you could compare the price to Walmart. Very comparable. As opposed to going to somewhere like AutoZone or somewhere like that, where they want, you know, $20, over $20 for a gallon or of the Shell. Funnel up there. Now, take the rag, wipe this off a little bit. I don't want no foreign debris getting in there. So actually, let me do something else. I just put this on there so it don't go anywhere. All right. Now this is a slow process because this oil is cool and that oil was hot. Yep, there's money right there. Wasted money. Hear that? Whoops. More wasted money. And some more wasted money. I'm trying to do this so get in front of the camera, but as you can see, I'm pouring oil all over the place. Because usually I just fly through this, but that ain't gonna work. All right. All right, that's it for that one. So I got another one here. Here's another 10 gallons. I'm sorry, 5 gallons. And when you're working on these trucks like this, if some of you ever get the opportunity to, just get your hands dirty. Don't worry about being clean, just get your hands dirty. And I'm not saying wallow around in the oil, but you know, you will get dirty. How did I have that on there before? Simple things. All right. All right, we're getting there. Oops. Not paying attention. All right. See, even when you got your authority, you ain't got it all together. Still make mistakes and do dumb-ish. That's why I got the cardboard down there. Now the right thing to do is to have a pump to put that you can put in the pail. Just put it in there and just pump the oil in here. That would be the professional thing to do, but you know, whatever works. All right, that does it for that one. A little bit left in here, let me get that. There we go. This just popped into my mind. Strange things are happening where these cyber attacks and things like this. I just saw a report a couple days ago. I didn't read the article about some kind of chemical factory went up in flames. And now there's a so-called grease shortage. What I've heard, I only saw the headlines, didn't look into it. If you have your own equipment, farm equipment, whatever, I don't know what industry you are that watch my channel, but you might want to stock up on that stuff before they create a situation to where that stuff is astronomical, like grease, oil, antifreeze, all the fluids that you put in your equipment to keep it running. Thought just popped in my mind, thought I'd share. Hot off the press. Well, so much for being clean. Well, that does it for that. This back on here. Always put your oil cap back on there. Here's how super truckers check the oil. Get your pair of gloves. Put the dipstick in there. You wipe it off on your gloves, right? Let's check it again. So you can see, focus. A little bit past full. Well, that concludes today's video. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. If you watched the whole thing, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you want to, share if you want to, with my boring oil change video on the cash truck. We'll see you.